The project is basically looking at two important national documents. One of them is the National Adaptation Plan, the NAP, and the second one is called the Nationally Determined Contributions. So this document has been created through the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment. The project title is Strengthening Civil Society Voices in Zambia, which is focusing on mobilizing different stakeholders at all levels to make sure that they are part of the implementation. The two national documents for us as civil society are quite important because I'm sure you're aware that we mobilize resources from different cooperating partners. So it is important that when we develop these activities, they are responding to the national set goals. So the project will be implemented in 5 districts, that is Luangwa, Rufunsa, Chongwe, Lusaka, Chirundu. We have already done the launch in Luangwa, Rufunsa, and Chongwe, and now we are here, and the last district will be Lusaka. The project is having 5 phases of implementation. The first phase is where we want to hold national dialogues, and this will be feeding into the already existing platform, which we call the National Environmental Protection Dialogue, which always happens every October, and it was launched in 2020. So this is a platform that brings different stakeholders to actually discuss on different issues pertaining to the environmental challenges that we are facing as a nation. It brings the government line ministries, civil society organizations, the private sector, civil society, youth, and women. Secondly, is for us to hold multi-stakeholder engagements at district level. The national documents are simplified in a manner that we can actually understand. For us to effectively participate in the implementation, we thought there's need to raise awareness at district level, and then also just to appreciate the efforts. The project will run until 2025. And there is a high possibility of upscaling it to other places as well. So this is why we came to your office to actually introduce ourselves and the project.
I'm very happy to have you. The issues of climate change are issues that are also at my heart, very closest to my heart. I've lived a few decades, and in my own time, I've actually seen quite a lot of changes that have happened to my Mother Earth. And as you know, the environment is our common shared heritage. Once we have it destroyed, all of us stand to suffer. Today we have a lot of issues. This year you have a lot of rain. The next year you have close to nothing. We were told about issues of global warming. I think we see that even our own climate here is getting hotter and hotter every day. If you stayed in a place like Chirundu, you are burning every single day. And the little, trees that should have been a carbon sink is every day being, cut to make charcoal and all those things. So your coming to our district is very timely. We may probably be in a similar situation like the other districts that you've found, where there are not so many civil society organizations that are dealing with the subject of environmental issues. But I'm sure that you still find a place to be able to use the structures that we do have in order to find a way of, lifting the voices and ensuring that we are working together to try and protect the environment, which is our common heritage. Today, you find that on the Zimbabwean side, things of charcoal burning is actually outlawed. But our people would actually get charcoal from here and then they close there and sell. So even when they don't cut a single tree from their own country, they'll still be able to use energy from Zambia. So there must come a time where we're looking at the future. The activities, the anthropogenic activities we're doing and grading our own environment are going to really haunt us so badly. In fact, we've already started seeing one of my village town in Namwala, we used to have quite a lot of trees. In my own farm, we could actually get all the trees that we needed to build our kuro. There's no single tree here. Not one. It's like the issues of desertification, we're seeing it in our own homes. So with the issues of urbanization, the need for too much, energy and everything like that has actually had a big toll to our environment. So I think we needed a lot of voices to talk about it. We needed this to be heard and talked about in order that we begin to see the activities of mankind and how the same are actually having a very big toll on the environment. So thank you so much. From the council point of view, yes, we do have the planning unit. Under the planning unit, we also have the community development. So you are very free to talk to them, do your mapping with them, so that we find common solutions together.
From birth, God gave us an assignment.
Amen.
To take care of the waters.
Yes.
Anything that is under the sea.
Yes.
To take care of the trees. So it started in the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
So the responsibility, that is where it started from. So a person like me, every time I wake up and I'm going to work, I feel so fulfilled at heart because I'm actually fulfilling God's assignment.
Yes.
I think that is the first thing.
Yes.
And for us, the faith-based organizations are very important in climate change agenda because your voices are very strong.
Yes.
Not only are you going to speak as professionals, but you are going to bring in the biblical perspective.
Yes.
Because whatever we're experiencing now in terms of climate change, these are things that we are foretold way back in the Bible.
Yes, exactly.
That if we cannot take care of our land properly, if we exploit our minerals, we've been warned already in the Bible that these will be the consequences. So this project is trying to map our different stakeholders at all levels.
Okay.
The civil society organizations, the community-based organizations, the faith-based organization, and that is where the Pastors Fellowship comes in.
Yes.
Because it's been supported as an entity that would love to work with throughout the implementation process.
Okay.
One, we want to equip you with your members with information about these two national important documents, the National Adaptation Plan and the National Determined Contributions, because they are having set objectives of what the country desires to achieve by the year 2030 and beyond.
Yes. For the Pastors Fellowship, we are engaged especially so much in community activities. Like I have said, I'm a member at social welfare, community development. So we have divided ourselves into all these stakeholders. Like others are found at the council. Whenever there's a meeting, one pastor has to be there. So I think as Chirundu Pastors Fellowship, I can say we have done well, especially in working with the community through these stakeholders. So currently, we don't have like an active project as a fellowship, but we are just involved in their community projects that are going on, especially those that are being implemented by the government. Right now, in this very place, we have YWCA. They are the ones, they came last, I think they are 2 weeks now using this place as well. So we have, yes, we have plans of working on this same building so that they too cannot be operating here. The church holds a larger population in the community. So if they can work with the church directly, it will be easier to distribute that information even to others.
This concept of the stakeholder mapping for us is very important. We need to know who is in the district, who is doing what, so that we don't duplicate the work, but also we supplement on whatever they are doing and put the resources to prudent use.